Ranger Hardy here. I've just stepped in for Arnie. He's gone to take the flower to Doreen. And he wanted me to come and take his place until he gets back. How's it going there, Pastor Daron?
Good, thanks, Hardy. Great to see you.
Yeah, fantastic. Sensational, in fact.
That's right.
Now, what are we going to be sculpturing next?
Well, seeing that you've popped in,
Yes.
I'll make something I think you might like.
Oh, sensational.
I'm going to make a frog.
A frog. Yes, there's plenty of them around at the moment. We're having lots and lots of rain.
That's right, frogs love the rain.
Yes.
So I have today 2 260 balloons.
Yeah, 260 balloons.
Yep, and I have a white 260, use a piece of that to make the eyes.
Sensational.
I have a red 160.
Yes.
Now 160 is a smaller, thinner balloon.
Yes.
Of course, it's 1 inch in diameter and it's 60 inches long.
Yes. Well, sensational.
And then a small piece of another black 160 to make a fly for the tongue.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get into it then.
Oh, let's get into it. Sensational.
That's right. I'm going to make the face first.
Yes.
So inflate the green balloon at halfway. Tie it off.
Yes.
And I'm going to form what we call a 3-bubble roll through.
A 3-bubble roll through.
So 1 bubble,
Yes.
2 bubbles, lock the knot around that 2nd bubble,
Lock the knot.
then lay balloon down alongside it,
Yes.
form a 3rd bubble
Yes.
and roll it through the first 2 simply by wedging it and pushing it through.
Sensational.
You like that?
Yes.
And now to finish off the head,
Yes, the head.
2 smaller bubbles
Right.
and use that first knot in your balloon to lock off those 2 bubbles and then discard what's left.
So you want to get rid of what's left.
Now there's a special discard method.
Okay.
If you can't use scissors, but a simple way to snap the balloon off.
Yes.
Simply soften it
Soften it.
with your fingers, holding this knot so it doesn't come undone,
Yes.
and then squeeze the air out of where you're going to bust it, then give it a sharp tug.
Sensational.
You like that?
Just don't let that bit go.
Which bit?
The bit that you got in your other hand.
That bit can go.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Then tie off
Yes.
what's left so it doesn't come undone. And that finishes the head of my frog.
Sensational.
You want to hold that for a minute for me?
Yes.
I'm now going to make the body. So inflate the 2nd green balloon,
Mm-hmm.
3/4 of the way up,
3/4.
soften it,
Yes.
tie it off. Now I have my head back.
You see your head, yes.
And at the back we have those 2 bubbles I formed.
Mm.
I'm going to actually take the knot up between those 2 bubbles and wrap it around a few times to tie it in. Just so it's attached. And now I'm going to form 2 front legs,
2 front legs. That's a good idea.
a paw.
Yes.
This is a big 4-bubble twist.
So 4-bubble twist.
So 2 longer bubbles, 2 smaller bubbles,
Yes.
and lock at the neck.
And look at the neck.
There's the front legs.
Yes.
Now the back, just a long bubble. And then loop what's left of your balloon,
Yes.
leaving a small tail. And then simply wedge the front legs into that back loop. The force of the balloon should keep it there. If you're really worried about coming undone, take a discarded bit of the green balloon and tie it around the legs and it'll hold it in place, but it should stay there. So there you go. There is the basic framework for the frog.
Sensational, Pastor Daron.
Like to hold it, Hardy?
Oh, I'd love to.
Because now I want to give him some finishing touches
Yes.
that really brings him to life.
Well, that's sensational. You go right ahead.
Okay, I'm going to take the white balloon and I'm going to make some googly eyes. Just one pump into the balloon.
Yes.
Don't need much at all. Soften it.
Googly eyes, eh?
That's right. Tie it into a circle. Stretch it and tie it. Again, discard what you don't need. Snap it
Yes.
off or cut it. And then find about the midpoint of that bubble and twist it. And that forms 2 pinch twists to make the googly eyes.
They're sensational googly eyes.
I put them on.
Yes.
So, just take the knotted end of the googly eyes,
Yes.
bring your fingers through the back, find the knot, bring it down and lock it off at the neck. Just by wrapping it around a couple of times.
Yes.
Okay. And then using my texter, I'm going to draw on a couple of round circles
For eyes.
to make some frog's eyes. There you go. So often just adding some minor details really brings your balloon sculpture to life. I'm going to also make him a long sticky tongue.
Ah,
So hold him again for me.
sensational. What colour are you going to do that in, Pastor Daron?
A red tongue.
A red tongue.
You take the 160 red balloon
Yes.
and put a small puff of air into it. Doesn't need very big at all, so let it down. Need about a 2 to 3 centimetre. And tie it off and force the air back to the top. Then break it off about 10 centimetres down the uninflated section. Tie it off. And there I have a tongue.
Sensational.
Take back the frog, thank you.
That's a lovely tongue.
And simply roll the uninflated section of your tongue into the mouth.
Yes.
Just like so. Like to hold him?
Yes, sensational frog.
One more finishing touch which I like to
Oh,
do.
one more.
And make a flyer to go on the end of the tongue.
Oh, a fly.
Just take a black 160,
Right?
again a small puff,
Yes.
and all I do is, seeing the fly is being caught and is a bit squashed, I do a series of small pinch twists in this balloon. Small bubble, pinch it, small bubble, pinch it, another one, and one more. Then break off the remainder. And let it go. The pinch twists actually hold
Yes.
those bubbles in place, and so you don't need to tie it off because it's already held in place. Take back the frog, thank you.
Yes.
I'm simply going to tie it onto the end of the tongue. And there we go. The frog has caught a fly.
This is a sensational frog, Pastor Daron.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder if this frog knows about the internet.
The internet?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it could Google it in the big pond.
You're bright today, Ranger Hardy.
Yes. Anyway, I've got a tight schedule to carry on with, so I better go. So I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Yep, sensational.